¿Qué pasa, my friends? What's going on? Hey! I have no idea why I went into Spanish Chicano mode, but
I think I thought I believe we are in the wrong classroom.
I don't know. Is that offensive?
It's a little unexpected.
Well, I mean, I grew up in Southern California. So, anyway, let's get this party started. Let's see what you know. I've got Corey Muntz hanging out over here, and I've got Carter up online. Let's see what we got. Where am I? Just to see. Let's go to some LS, and I'm in my house, I think. So I'm going to CD dot dot. I'm going to LS that, and let's go and check out C Muntz.
Oh wait, how come we're? I am the best at typing.
Oh, there we go. You got a gym. CD gym. Nothing in your gym.
Nope, that's what I was having problems with, was actually getting in and making the things inside of them.
All right.
That's the command.
Do you remember how do you don't remember how to do that?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want in your gym? Barbell.
Yeah.
All
let's go
right.
with that.
So
So would it be, since you're in the gym
help
now,
us out, Carter. How do we create?
it's McDur, but I wasn't sure how to get in and out of it.
No, it's not McDirt. We want to create a file
Okay.
in the gym. You're gonna touch. We're gonna touch a barbell.
Your mouse.
Oh, you know what happened?
Yeah, it's because he's the one that made it, so he can touch his own barbells.
You can touch your own barbells. I can't touch your barbells because I'm in your house. In fact, if we do CD, LS-L, wait,
You need to get.
CD dot dot
Yeah.
LS dash L,
Mm-hmm.
we can see that, let's see,
They're all directories, but
they're all directories, read, write, execute, but I am not, I'm over here, right? I'm in world.
yeah. So you can read, but you can't write.
I can't write, and that's why I can't touch something inside of your thing. So why don't you go inside your own gym
Okay.
and go touch your barbells, and when you touch the barbells, they will exist.
Okay.
Doesn't that feel kind of like deity status almost? It's a little weird.
I created it now. So
All right, so let's see. Oh, whoa.
Um.
All right, so let me CD your gym. I'm gonna LS. There we go. There's a barbell. Awesome. Now, if you want to make that a file, you want to add an extension. Call it t.txt. For now, all we have is being able to create text files. Later on, I'm gonna have you guys do programs. We're gonna learn a little bit about programming. Why don't I race you to get to the see who can get to the tech room 1
Okay.
in the office quickest.
I'm in.
Ah! Oh, room tech 1. I'm in.
I've tried this at home. I couldn't get it again. It's the front office.
All we need to do is do CDs and LSs.
Okay.
In fact, you don't even need CDs if you know, or LSs if you know where you're going.
Because I did CD dot dot, so now it says home. I need to go back. Do I need to go back again?
Well, let's see. Do an LS, see where you're at right now.
Okay.
Does it say A Dalde, A Verdadad, C
Yeah.
Schofield? All right, that means you are on the street corner.
Okay.
Let's get you into the MBTA office. Go to the CD, type in MB, and then just press tab. All right.
Okay.
Now do a CD, type in M, and press tab again.
All right.
All right. Now do CD. Actually, you know what? Do an LS. So delete that. Do an LS. Do a CD.
Oh, dang it. Because I was in the front office, they said do a CD. I did a CD. It went me back to my house. So now I'm going to do this.
Wait, why are you back at his house?
I don't know. Because I was in the front office. I pressed CD. It went back to my house. I did LS. And
Oh, I see. So if you just go CD.
Really? CD nothing is.
Yeah, straight back home.
Oh!
yeah,
I didn't know that.
I was showing you guys that. I learned that. You know.
How come we never did that? Because we never accidentally typed in the wrong command.
Yep. Now I remember there was one other.
I wouldn't have moved here. I was staying in California.
Ha ha ha. Gosh darn it.
Is there a way you can go back to like your previous room that you were in?
Yeah, CD dash.
CD dash?
Yeah.
Yes.
This one?
And CD dash again.
Oh, cool! So I can kind of go like my last place I went.
Yes.
So now I'm back in the front office.
That's cool. All right, now look around in the front office, find Room Tech 1. Go
Right.
inside there.
Or you can just be like me and do.
I know, I linked them all together too. See, I did it. See? Look, huh?
Uh huh.
All right.
Yeah, but now do it from your home directory straight.
Yeah, well, you're just smarter than me than that.
Alright.
Hey, Carter, we haven't been talking to you. I'm sorry. It's not that we're ignoring you. It's just you don't talk back, so you're no fun. No, I'm kidding. But what I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is, you're there, right? I'm assuming you're there. All right. Let's jump into that music text file. I want you to find all of the. Let's type in REO because I'm looking for REO Speedwagon. I don't know if you guys know REO
That
Speedwagon.
song. Yeah. We were fan.
Oh, what the? Oh, that is just sad.
Okay, wait. So I'm gonna let you guys search first, and then I'm gonna find.
No. The problem is it is also case sensitive.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell them. I was gonna make them figure it out. All right. Well, anyway, it's case sensitive.
Okay.
Do you know how to do that?
I was in the front office. I did REO. Is that what I was supposed to do?
No. We're
think so.
searching for REO Speedwagon.
So what do I need to do?
There we go. All right. So
Yeah.
Carter says he only found Leia Andrio, who was the 81 in It's Alright, It's Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. I don't think that was in 1997, but anyway.
With this guy?
What you're gonna have to do is what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna do a grep capital REO because REO Speedwagon had all caps.
Which is something you wouldn't know unless you're old.
You know REO. You don't know REO Speedwagon?
I've heard the name before.
Okay,
I'm sure I know their song.
just want to make sure. Anyway, all right, check this out. Corey, can you get to the Room Tech 1?
Yes, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. Then what we're gonna do is when we do a search, we're gonna do a grep.
Okay.
I don't know what that stands for. You can look it up, but don't look it up now. I'm gonna type in REO, and then I'm going to do music. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to search for the name REO in the text file called music. And apparently in 1981, 1981, 1982, and 1985, I can't fight this feeling any longer.
Oh yes.
And even as I wander, I'm keeping you inside.
Okay, last I checked
Dude,
this
it was 13th on the charts, man. That's pretty cool. All right, anyway. Are we cool with this? So now what I want to do is we're going to up the ante here. We're going to start. All right, so here, let me show you something that I
You
think
might
is
want
pretty
to put your mouse on something a little more stable.
cool. Oh, wow. This is awful. All right. Let me show you something that I think is pretty cool. And I kind of think that this would be a good way to teach you guys. I'm going to go back to my home directory. In fact, I can just do CD and get there, apparently, according to Corey's style. All right. Now, I know that what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go. What I want to do is I'm going to link these commands together. I want to go into the MBTA office. Okay? And I don't want to type CD MBTA, then CD MBTA front office, then CD MBTA. So I'm going to go MBTA front office. From there, I want to go into the front office. From there, I want to go into the Room Tech 1. And so what I'm doing is I'm linking these commands together, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I want you to CD this, CD this, CD this, and it'll bring me immediately into Room Tech 1. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to teach you guys using this thing called pipes and redirects how to link commands together. Is that a good introduction to linking commands?
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. So you want to take it from there?
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Here, you take this keyboard.
Okay, and what? Never mind. My beautiful
Even
little.
as I wander, I'm
Uh,
keeping you inside.
You know, we. Like,
It's from Horton Hears Who. You've seen Horton Hears Who, right?
thank goodness the stuff I like to listen to is instrumental.
Because you're jaded.
Okay, so
That's the best.
pipes and redirects, they. If I try to explain it on the surface, they kind of look the same, but they're actually completely and utterly different. So let's see, how should I start this? I guess grep would be a good starting place, since grep grabs like,
Grep does your search.
yeah, it does searching, and then from there you can do stuff, or you can actually go, all right, here's the text I want to search, and then search something in it. So let's see, let's get out of here.
So what we could do is we could grep REO Speedwagon and then grep 1981.
Or you could do this. I think this is how it works. Yep. Alright, so that command, it's like you see two kind of familiar things, and then you see that weird line in the middle, that is a pipe. So what it did was, first it takes ls, which would be that list, which I don't even know if this thing will catch, but... And then what you're doing is saying, from this ls list, search for everything with RM, and that's why it spat out RM Conference, Lunch, Tech 1, and Tech 2. What it basically does, what a pipe does, it goes, alright, take this output, and I'll turn it into the input for this command.
Does that make sense to you, Carter? What about you, Corey?
Yeah, it's useful if, like, we are going to go to somewhere, like, really cool. Yeah,
Where are you now?
like, you see how this thing is a giant missive? I don't even want to search this. Let's see. I wonder if I can... if this will work. There we go. I want all directories with read permissions.
So what we did was we took a look at all of these directories. We did a long listing of it, right? Because that will give us information on whether it's read, write, all of that kind of stuff. And we searched for the letters DR, which we knew that DRWX is reading permission for the user at the user level. So that's what ended up getting spat out.
And you can also do the other way too. Whoops. Minus V means make sure it doesn't contain this. And then you get everything that is either not a directory or does not have read-write permissions, but given that this is etc, it's just stuff that isn't a directory for the most part.
So this is the pipe, right?
Yep.
Now the pipe. So what the pipe does is it takes it helps you link the commands together, and you can take a command, run it, and whatever outputs on that command, you can say I want that now as the input for this second command. So you're chaining these commands together.
Mm-hmm. And then you can just get more complicated from there, but it's not. Let's see. What else is fun?
I always like to go back to the music.
Okay, you want to go back to...
Well, Carter's asking, what is etc?
It's one of the many directories that exist in just about every Linux installation.
See, actually, go back to the home. See, we didn't show you this part right here. So go back to cd ... ls. Okay, where are we?
You're at the home of all the.
I'm on the city block.
Yeah.
Do a cd ... again. ls. Where am I now?
It looks like you're.
Well, what did I do when I did cd ... again?
It just gives you the list of every single file existing.
No, the cd ... What did that command
You
do?
backed out even more.
I backed out even more. And I never actually showed you where, like, we never backed out beyond the city block.
Yeah.
We backed out this time beyond the city block. Where are we?
Well, if it's farther from the city block, then wouldn't it be like.
At this point, you want to kind of want to stay away from this analogy because I don't know if this analogy. We created it up to be like a city block and homes and office buildings, but where are we now?
It looks like you're overviewing the entire thing.
Mhm.
You can answer.
Yep, it's known as the root of the file system, aka where it all begins.
So the reason why we haven't shown you this stuff over here is because if you start changing write permissions and deleting things in this stuff, you screw the computer. Like you're messing up the computer. That's why we haven't been like I'll let you play inside of your own house. I'll let you play inside of my office. I'll let you create an office within my office. Yeah. But we've kind of shied away from your thing. And so Carter, you're asking what is ETC? If you look, one of the directories in this thing is the ETC directory. So you can go explore these directories. And if you go into this directory that's called home inside of the root directory, let's look at where we're at now. So where are we, Corey?
You step back and you're back on the city block.
I'm back on the city block. So apparently the city block is actually called the home directory, and that's found in the root of this whole thing. But we're actually going in and looking at the files that are on the server at this point.
So if you're gonna mess with things, just mess with whatever's in your own home directory. You kind of don't want to be messing with some of these other things unless you never want this computer to boot again, and then I'll just be sad. And if you absolutely positively need sample logs for anything, /var/log is where you have like insanely boring log files.
Well, now, what is that log?
It looks like it's for the X Windows system, despite the fact that this thing does not have X Windows on it.
And apparently it found your keys.
Yeah. So generally it's there if you want something with like a ton of text or let's see. And the xorg.log.old has even more. So it's great if like you want to practice your grep on this and like, oh hey, maybe I want to
Here, you know what we'll do? Alright. Grep. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Try this then. I'll let, Corey, you take this. You take it this way. And what I want you to do is I want you to look inside of this file right here. Wait, there's a file. Okay, right here. Let me ls this thing.
you have to be really careful about what you look in here since like half the things in here aren't gonna let you look at it.
Alright, so look, check this out. There's a file in here called xorg.0 or .0.log.old. I want you to look inside of that. And then what I want you to do is I want you to find I want you to look inside of this file right here, and I want you to find every entry that says the word net, capital N, lowercase et. What's your thoughts?
What do you mean, like, thoughts?
How do you do it? Let's do it.
Um,
And by the way, I just wanted to let you know, I ride the bus with this lady, and this lady's a computer programmer with Xerox. But she gave me this thing. I was thinking about doing it with you guys. It's put on by the Air Force. It's called Cyber Patriot.
Oh my gosh. If we were to do this, we would have had to have started back in July.
You want to do it?
I don't think you realize the scope of this.
Well, I mean, just like, do you guys want to do a national high school cyber defense competition?
This is also completely and utterly different from the course material. I mean, yes, you'll use some Linux, but you'll be using it in a completely different way.
I think it'd be cool, but alright, fine. We don't need to do it if you don't want it.
It's not that I don't necessarily want to. It's more like you have to know precisely what you're getting into.
I guess. Maybe if we had Tiger on our team.
No, what we need is like a time machine to go 2 months back in time.
Alright, fine. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Well, I thought we were a good idea. Okay, fine. Let's do it. Alright. What's your thoughts, dude?
I really have no idea
Okay.
because of all this that happened before. So,
What does cat do?
And it's not catch mice.
Yeah, Carter, what does cat do? Help a brother out, man. It shows what's in the file.
Okay.
So if I cat and I put in the name of that file, that is what is in the file. It looks like this. Okay? It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay? Now say that what I want to do is I want to see if I type in cat again, it's going to give me all of this information. Okay? It's going to display that. Now what I want to do is from what pops out of this, out of the cat, I want to look up the word Intel. Because I want to search for something, I want to search for all of these things. So, Carter, help us out if you want. You can chime in if you want. Do you know how to do that?
To grab the intel.
I want to, look up the Intel.
So, would you use a pipe for that?
Okay.
So
Pipe is the shift and it's the slash key, so you get a vertical line.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, on a keyboard, take a look at the enter key, look directly above it, you'll see this a weird key. It's that. You have to hold down shift.
Alright. And then now what I want to do is, so what that does is it's saying, take the cat of that, that's going to spit out a bunch of text. I want you to take all of that text now and do something with it. What should we do with it if we want to search for all the words that says, there we go. I'm going to grep Intel. Do I need X.org?
No, you just leave it
Oh
at
no,
that.
because it already knows that it's using that output. So now check this out. Instead of giving me this entire list of everything, well actually it actually has the word Intel all over the place, but it gave me there. See this command right here? Gave me these outputs. It found all of the words Intel in that file name. Is this a little abstract for you? I think it's a little intimidating, to be honest with you. Why don't we go back to our home?
Times.
Yeah. Actually, just CD, where that works.
Alright. Let me just do this. CD, MBTA front office, RM, tech, 1, and then LS. What I want to do is I want to cat music, okay? I'm going to take, if I cat music, what happens? It's going to show me
Yeah,
all the music,
files.
top 100 from 1950s to like 2009, right? So what I want to do is I want you to take that and find Chris in there.
Okay.
Alright, so what do I do?
You would do. I know that you're going to use the pipe before the pipe you're going to have. Would
Okay.
you have an LS before the pipe or not?
Well, let's try it. LS.
And then grab Chris.
Alright, it didn't give anything back. Because the command you told it to do ls, let's take a look at what spit out at ls. ls says this. So you just told the computer to search from these 5 different files the name Chris. Now that would have worked if you typed in Soul. Because it spit out, it looked in those 5 different files and did that. Now what you would want to have done is do a cat, music, and then do a grep. Chris.
Yep.
You got Chris Brown and Chris Brown,
Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera, Christopher Cross.
Okay, and a quick side note, Linux is like really, really, really picky about cases, so if your searches aren't returning anything, check to make sure it's exactly what you meant to type.
Alright, so let's move on to redirects at this point. Do you understand pipes though?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, redirects. Take input or output and shove it somewhere else, so,
And then you know what, actually, I think that we have time for sort.
I don't know.
I have to leave at 2:45.
Yeah.
Alright, well let's do the redirects.
So let's say you have this beautiful list, but you don't just want it on the screen. You want it to actually store it somewhere. So we're going to go back to that command, except we think Chris is kind of weird, and we're going to go Pearl.
Are you gonna look at Pearl Jam?
Who knows? We might get some old lady named Pearl. See?
Pearl Jam.
Black Pearl. See? Old stuff.
Jackson 5. And Prince. Awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, things that are like older than both of us. So, like, let's say you don't want it just displaying on the screen because you want to save it to a text file and go, hey boss, look at these files! This is where a redirect comes in. There's this one, which is take the output of this and shove it into a file, in which case we're going to call it Pearl. And this time you'll see nothing, but if you check what's inside, you suddenly have a new file called Pearl. And when you take a look in there, it's the search results.
So what we did was it's almost like we touched a file. We created a file. We said, spit out all this information, but I want you to now take that information. You know, like with the pipe, it was like, I want you to take this information and do another command on it. At this point, the redirect, we said, I want you to take all this information and shove it into a new file for me. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And there's actually like 4 different ways of how these things work. Like, let's just say you really like Pearl, but you don't want to overwrite it. So what we're going to do is, instead of that, we're just going to encrypt the number 42 because it's the answer to everything. And if you do it like this...
What did you do?
Oh wait, I just overwrote it. Ah,
You
silly
just
me.
overwrote it.
Let's
Alright.
do that
Why
again.
don't you cat Pearl? I want to see what you did. Oh. I want to see what you did.
Oh, well, let's redo it.
Cat Pearl. I want to see what you put.
It is the 40-second song of everything.
Whitney Houston. I'm your baby tonight. Whitney Houston again. Oh, is that the shoot, bedoo? Anyway.
Oh, what the? I see Toe Thumping and Mambo number 5. This is now a DDR list.
You guys don't know what we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure these guys know what Dance Dance Revolution is.
All
See?
right.
There.
Anyway, okay.
So this is basically the 40-second song from the past 50 years, but let's say that we kind of don't want this, we wanted to append it. So what we're going to do is, we're going to research.
Do you guys know what she means by the word append?
Appending basically means, no, we're not going to overwrite it. Instead, we're going to add it to the end. So notice how you suddenly have a bunch of weird numbers and whatnot? That's because after all the 40-second songs of all those years, you get Pearl, 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 Pearl.
So what she did was she basically said, she ran, okay, check this out. She ran this command first, okay? What did this command do? This command right here, if I press enter, what would that command do?
Isn't that going to do the same as this and show all the 42s?
It would show all the
Here.
42s. It creates a new, I'm going to read this kind of backwards. It creates a new file called pearl.txt. After it's searched the music text file for all the numbers 42, right? Actually, it's probably easier to read for it. Then what she did was she did this one. So what does this command do? Minus the double thing. What would that command do?
Well, wouldn't it grab the file? Because, I don't know.
Well, what it would do is it would search, or it would show all of the stuff in music.txt. It would search for the name Pearl, and then it would make a text file called pearl.txt, right? But what that would do is that would delete all of the entries that you had when you made the first file. But let's pretend you don't want to delete them. You just want this new list to add to the bottom of this old list.
Is that what the double is?
That's what this double arrow is. So now when we cat that, you can see the search function from all of this stuff. And then you can see Pearl, all the stuff, all the searches for Pearl. I have a question for you. Why did it double?
Because you ran the
I
command
just didn't know. I'm
twice.
asking them. I'm not asking you. Why did it double?
Because you ran the command twice.
Because I ran the command twice. Thanks, Sharon.
Anytime.
Okay.
I'm not even sorry.
All right. So are we cool with that? Do you want to show us variations, more variations on redirect?
Yeah. Besides having that, we actually can go the other way, but that means input. So let's just say you are tired of touching things and would rather use cats. Believe it or not, you can actually do this. Let's see, what's something else that's absolutely delicious? That aren't cookies, I know. Wait. Is that how it worked? Oh, right.
Then you need a command before that, right?
Or was it? Yeah, well, now you can see me totally mess up. Is that? Oh, no. That's control.
Oh, by the way, I've done this very often. Sometimes I'll put in a command so crazy, I don't even know where I'm at or where I went. The kind of like, well, let's escape and go back home, or get out of this thing, is Command C. Or no, not Command, Control C, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's right. It's meant to go the other way. That little lesson sign can also be used to create files.
No, the greater than sign.
Is that greater than?
That's a greater than sign.
Okay.
Well, see, what you did was you said, I want you to do nothing, and then pipe it into a file called txt.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
I'm hungry.
.txt. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So, this one going the other way is actually for input, but unfortunately I haven't really found a relevant example as to why in the world you do that.
So we're not going to teach it to you.
Yeah, unless I want to go into streams and whatnot, but then he's gonna fall asleep and I wouldn't blame him because it's the most boring thing ever.
I think what your homework this year is going to be, what's one of your favorite bands? Like
Bands.
old bands from like earlier than 2009. How's that?
What?
Carter, this is a question for you too.
Names?
Oh, come on. You can't name a single band. I can tell you mine.
Why? I know bands, but there's certain ones that like AC/DC and Def Leppard.
Okay, all right, AC/DC. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go into your office, and I want you to create a file in your office. No, you know what? I want you to go into my bathroom again. Create a file in my bathroom that's called, munsmusic.txt, and I want you to search for all the instances when your favorite band was on the top 100. And I want you to create that text file for me. You got that? And by the way, Carter, I'm still waiting on yours. So yours is AC. You don't need to look up AC. You can look at something else if you want. You then come to find out that all of your favorite stuff isn't on the top 100.
Because it's not from America.
Right. That's the way. That's the way Sharon is. And actually, all of my favorite stuff, to be honest with you, is actually from older than the 50s.
Okay. Oh, you're getting a request to repeat that.
All right. I'm thinking about the assignment, but here's what my assignment is. I think I'm going to my bathroom, create a text file called Schofield.music.txt or something like that. You can create muntsmusic.txt. And the file that I want you to spit out or create is a search for all of the file or all of the times that your favorite band, and you can choose whatever band you want, was in the top 100s from 1950 to 2009.
So basically, as long as it exists...
Of course, I should type up all of these assignments, and I don't ever do that. I'm sorry. I'll do that. I'll go do that.
So yeah, like your absolute favoritist band isn't in there, then just make one up.
RM Cupcakes.
Because apparently we're on a diet.
RM
Pearl.
Pearl. Alright. We cool?
Yep.
And you know what I want you to do is make it so that you can read and write it, and no one else can do anything. So I'm gonna have to probably do a sumo or pseudo to get in there.
I suppose.
Yeah. Make that file so that you can write it. No one else can do anything.
Or you can read it and write it.
That's bonus round. This should be fun. Really, you guys think the Cyber Patriot is actually?
It's a lot more difficult than it looks because what you're doing is not only are you teaching the computing itself, you're also teaching defense techniques. And if you don't even know how the heck the Linux operating system works, you're going to be flip, 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 flip.
Okay. All right. Well, have fun, folks. Talk to you later. That was a fun class.